to San Juan, day 4, and I can't believe, well, one thing, I didn't get coffee, so that's probably why I forgot to do any video this morning. I'm just out running errands, picking up a couple things across the street at Walgreens, but have a very special guest I'm meeting up with a little bit later, and looking forward to that. You see the Carnival celebration right behind me. Look at that beautiful ship. Look at that. That's a great shot. That wasn't even intentional. But yeah, we are also docked with the MSC Seascape. Now, for those that you've been keeping track, that was one of the 3 ships that was stranded outside the port of Miami when there was that wreckage. The other one being the Norwegian Escape. And somebody told me, I didn't confirm this, but somebody told me that MSC Seascape didn't end up leaving till about 3 a.m. We left shortly after 1, so they really got a late start. But they caught up with us now, so yeah, let's go have some fun in San Juan. And that special guest I mentioned, I was supposed to meet up, and we're gonna go get some lunch. So it should be fun. See you in a minute.
And we make it happen.
Yeah. No, I know. Like I said, it's great. Everybody does a great job. It's been a lot of fun.
Right?
Are you getting hungry? You want to get some lunch?
Yeah. Do you want to try? Do you want to brave it?
What's that?
Do you want to brave it outside?
Well, I mean, yeah. All we gotta do is get in the cab, and we'll be all right.
Yeah.
So.
I'll put some shorts on because it's easier to dry your legs than it is to dry trousers.
Okay.
And I'll bring my GoPro because it's waterproof.
All right. Yeah, that's a good idea. You want us to meet you?
I'll meet you at the gate, so you'll come through because the crew gangway puts me out like almost on the pier.
Okay.
The channel, Coach Cruise.
Vlogging you, vlogging
lunch.
me.
It's like Inception, a vlog of a vlog. Right, let's go. Is that right?
I don't think he heard you.
No, it's okay.
But I have the Latitudes bartenders laughing at me all the time because I can't pronounce some of their drinks. Like there's a drink they have called caipirinha or something like that.
Yeah.
And when I ask for it, they just start laughing at me, and then they tell me how to pronounce it, and then I try, and then like even when I'm trying to repeat it just like they say it, I still mess it up. So
it's all a part of like sharing languages and cultures and stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it wrong as long as you you have fun trying. And
right.
Marcella's teaching me little bits of Spanish along the way.
Right. You come to San Juan a lot.
Yeah.
Now I know there's a coffee place you really like.
Oh, I can't tell you about that coffee place.
You can't.
Oh, no. I'll be divorced before I'm even engaged, before I'm even married. In fact, she might even kill me if I share the secret of the coffee place. She'd be in jail and I'd be dead.
Oh, that's funny.
She told me, she's like, you cannot. She's like, I know you like sharing tips and tricks and advice. I know you've got friends, but she's like, if this secret gets out, someone else will share your secret with their friends, and then before you know it, that place will be overrun. And she said, as bad as it is for business for that coffee shop, she's like, you cannot tell anyone. It's our little sanctuary. I'm sworn to secrecy.
See, and speaking of secrecy, I'm hoping other vloggers, I know there's going to be at least one that shows Trent, but I hope they don't.
I really hope they don't show Trent. I had a guy come and cruise with us, and he told me, he's like, I finally got a selfie with Trent. And I thought, oh gosh, here we go. And he showed me it, and he cropped his face out.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
It was just his shoulder
great.
And his name tag.
Yeah, I got such a kick out of doing that little foot up
to
the
reveal.
Like I'm gonna, I stopped right at the, yeah.
He can be like the Where's Waldo of Carnival, even when we're not working together, whatever ship he goes to. I hope people find him but never show him.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw him in the hallway talking to somebody yesterday. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, he's a great guy, just so you know. Like, people, someone wrote on a comment on one of the videos on my channel saying, Lee, will you please take someone else out on an excursion, like DJ Q or Charlie, Entertainer Charlie, because, you know, I'd rather have a person, someone else in your video with you if Trent's too good to be in your video or something like that. I was like, no. I was like, you're missing the joke.
Yeah,
missing the joke. It's like, a bit. He supports the channel so much. He like really supports me.
Right.
But it's now just this. He's a man of mystery, a man of people find him because of his shiny shoes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
He's much skinnier than I thought he was going to
Oh
be.
really? You think he's got fat feet?
Well, his feet looks like he should be bigger, you know.
Oh, because he's got big feet. Yeah.
Maybe.
Those flippers he's got. Yeah.
I don't know. He just, like I said, I was anticipating somebody, you know, of a, I guess, a little thicker
Like
boned or whatever.
a heavier set.
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
No. And the thing is, that guy, he went to the dentist. He had teeth out, right? He lived on a diet of mashed potato.
Oh, okay.
For days. And
Mashed
I mean,
potato.
the mashed potato on board is definitely laced with butter.
Yeah.
And he still managed to lose weight.
Wow.
And there's me on a diet. Well, I say on a diet. Eating banana foster from Emerald's is not on a diet.
Oh,
But
I saw that picture you posted yesterday. I got to get that before I get off the ship.
you got, honestly, Brad.
So this little plaza that we're in right now,
Uh-huh.
on weekends, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like this whole square
It's
will
bustling.
be just packed.
Really?
Yeah. So, like I said, the family that owns this, I met, you know, their family on
Yeah.
a cruise.
Really?
I think. Let's see. I was on the Magic, Carnival Magic.
Chicharrón.
Right. See. Gracias.
You are concerned.
Good.
Sí, gracias. Aquí está bien.
Hi. You Victoria? I'm Rudy and Zimara's friend. What's that?
That's my uncle and my aunt.
Your uncle and aunt, okay. Great, thank you.
I know it's a little bit cold, so.
Oh, no. It's warm outside. It's lovely.
I'll be right with you.
All right, thank you. I was going to ask, so when I was talking about the coffee,
Yeah.
is there any particular Puerto Rican food you get that you like?
I've got to be honest with you. I haven't had a ton of typically Puerto Rican cuisine.
Okay,
People go crazy for the mofongo.
okay,
Uh,
yeah.
But when we come here, you've probably seen it in the videos, we go to the stuffed avocado.
Okay,
I don't think it's typically Puerto Rican though, but they take like a whole avocado, they take the stone out, chuck it in a bowl, and you can have it with rice, a rice base or a salad base. They've got chipotle chicken, pork, salmon, tuna,
yeah.
and they dress it all up, but it's like, if I could compare it to anything, it's like a chipotle salad bowl,
Right.
but with a whole avocado in there. I love it. I love it.
They probably are shooting for higher than Chipotle comparison, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but I love Chipotle.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
mean,
good.
Chipotle in the UK is very limited. It's only in like major cities. When I lived in New York, the McGriddle, and Chipotle were like my staple diet. I worked at Madame Tussauds in Times Square,
Really?
and I'd wake up in the morning. I'd go get a McGriddle. Oh gosh, I'm not going to tell you. I'd go get a McGriddle from McDonald's on 42nd Street next to Madame Tussauds. Go in, do my day of work, finish, and I'd get a burrito bowl from Chipotle.
What's Madame Tussauds?
It's a wax museum. It's where
Oh,
they
really?
have like the wax sculptures of celebrities, and you can get a photograph taken with them.
Right.
It looks like you met whoever, like Angelina Jolie, Tom Brady,
Okay.
Tom Hanks. They're all in there.
Yeah. So you worked there?
I worked there as a part of their entertainment team.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so they have, it's almost like, I suppose, like a theme park, light entertainment alongside the attractions. They've got photo opportunities and green screen video stuff. And where I worked was their like Chamber of Horrors.
Now was that after you had done that? Because you worked for another cruise line before you
I
came
did,
to Carnival.
yeah, no, it was before.
Oh, it was before you worked for that cruise
So
line.
while I was at university in England, I worked at Madame Tussauds in London, which is the original site.
Okay.
Then I went to theatre school in New York. I went to the American Musical and Dramatic Academy in Manhattan.
Okay.
While I was studying, I couldn't really work because of how like intensive the course was.
Right.
But when I finished, my immigration status gave me 1 year optional professional training, so you could work within the entertainment sector.
Okay.
So I was legally allowed to work and stay in the United States, providing that I was working within the sort of bracket of performance and entertainment.
Okay.
So I managed to get in touch with the folk at Madame Tussauds and say, hey, I worked in London. Can I join your entertainment team? Because then that would let me audition for like musicals and plays and stuff at the same time.
Wow.
So I managed to get that job, loved it, did that for a year. But I mean, I was a fairly, thank you so much.
Valor before.
Gabby and Mike
Oh,
are on
nice.
vacation. She's gone from Texas to New Jersey.
Nice.
And the concept of owning a car with no doors or roof blew my mind. In England, if your car didn't have doors or a roof, it'd be stolen.
Right.
Like, that's nuts. So Gabby's just seen his Bronco for the first time. And of course they sent me a picture just to be like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's tough because people reach out asking for help with things that are just not in my control, you know?
Right.
I think folks see John Heald because John, as the brand ambassador, is so well connected that he can get things, he can reach out to like shoreside people and people higher up and make things happen. When you just, and I mean, I know the sentence just the cruise director it doesn't carry that much weight, but within the ship, we're like departmentalized, right?
Right.
And while we all live in the same house, everyone has their own room, if you will.
Right.
And it's not always the easiest to dabble in someone else's business.
Right.
And we try our best to like help out and own issues, but sometimes you just gotta be like, I'm not the person for this job.
Yeah.
Speak to this guy or this person or this woman and
Right. I got you. John, and he has a tough job too.
yeah.
And I feel bad for him sometimes because, you know, you'll see some of these people call him names.
It takes a battering.
That's
Calling him names downright rude.
yeah.
But it's not my place to make up for someone's delayed luggage or I've got a couple of trophies and a limited amount of trophies at that. I think we get 38, maybe 40 trophies a cruise.
The ship's on the stick.
Yeah, to give away. And we've got so many events where guests get them.
Yeah.
John has an allotment of what we can give away. So it's really tight.
Yeah.
And that's my like, hey, I can give you a trophy.
Right.
That doesn't make up for not having your clothes. This lady was asking for like specialty dinner or something to make up for a delayed bag. And it's not within my wheelhouse. It's not within my arsenal of like resolution. I can do like a medal or a trophy at best. Or like a hug.
Yeah. I'm sure they appreciate that.
I don't know, but it's tough. And online, John does everything he can and more. And in person, he's so giving of his time and anything that he can do or make happen.
Yeah.
He really tries to make it happen, but that also sets a false precedent that we can all do it.
Right.
We're not offered the same liberty or the same. Can you imagine if we all had the power of the brand ambassador? There has to be some sort of, and it's like any business, like if it was here, like the waiter could maybe, if there was an issue, comp a drink that was spilled, but as far as giving you money off your meal, that's going to come from the manager or the owner.
Right.
And if there's any sort of resolution beyond that, so there's a levels of escalation and reaching out to us when you're not even on the cruise that's tough, real tough.
Yeah, I'm a
It's a delicacy for San Juan anyway, right? So I think I'm gonna go for, and by think I mean I know. Can I get the queso frito con salsa de guayaba? How'd you say it? Guayaba. There you go. Yeah. And can I also get, and I'm not gonna say this right at all, the lechugas rellena de camarones de bacon. Do you understand what I mean?
You need Mamacita here.
What side would you like?
What's my options?
So there's fried rice and meat. The options are your most typical Korean rice.
Yeah.
That is white rice mixed with green sausage and sweet plantain sauce.
Sounds great. I'll go with the traditional one. But even his FFS claiming like for fun's sake,
I know.
and it being a play on that other phrase, and it's like, oh, FFS for fun's sake.
The first time I saw that, I'm like, is he saying what I'm?
But that's where it's funny,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I don't think anyone else could encapsulate that kind of like cheekiness and that charm genuinely and authentically to even like carry the torch, if you will. I think if there was someone that was selected, if it was me, I'd be terrified. Oh, I'd be terrified because not only the people that go up against John Daly and criticize him, that person, whoever it was, would get those people, that controversy, but then also the people that were disappointed that whoever it was wasn't John. So that ambassador would be fighting off the people that were unhappy or the controversy and the people that were critical of you not being John. I just don't know how there'd be a harmonious transition.
Well, I mean, the transition's the transition, right? I mean,
but
they're not always smooth, but I just think like that would be the smoothest one that I can think of.
I'd be terrified. My mum would be killing people on a daily basis. Like, I might be 36, but I'm still a baby.
Send out some mercenaries.
Mercenaries. She'd be there herself, bare hands. You said something about my boy. You're gone. You're gone. She's a little woman, but she's fierce. She'd be flying out to places. She'd be on the America's Most Wanted list. Brenda Mason. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, I love social media. I love connecting with people.
Has she ever done that?
What, gone and punched someone?
No, I mean, if she's seen something on social media, if somebody was critical of you or anything.
She doesn't
like
have
that?
Facebook purely for that reason.
Okay.
She checks out reviews on like Shipmate or Cruise Mapper and stuff like that, and she'll screenshot the occasional one that she's proud of. But she stays away from it because she'd be an assassin, really. But honestly, I love, like I say, social media. I love connecting with people. And what I'm trying to do with the YouTube channel is create more of like a one-way communication with people. Like, I am in the comments, you've seen, we write back.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how you do it. I don't really, like, sometimes I feel like I'm always answering comments or questions or somebody messaging me. I don't know how you do it because I get tired just enjoying a vacation. And then I'm like, oh damn, there's this thing at 11:30 that you're hosting and you started at like 8 a.m. I'm like, how are you like not exhausted? I'm exhausted and I'm the one on vacation, you know?
In the gaps, but it's that, have you seen the video online about this, I think it was a professor and he took a glass and he filled it up with marbles until it was full. He's like, is this full? And people were like, no, his class is philosophy. He's like, you're right. And then he takes a cup of sand and he pours it over the marbles. He's like, now is it full? It's like, it's not. And then he takes a glass of water and pours it in and like fills the cup to full. It's like, some people would think the glass was full the first time.
Right.
But you can keep finding more ways to add value to your life. Or for me, add like hours or minutes to my day, and I'll multitask. I'll sit there and I'll respond to comments while a video's uploading, while I'm talking to Trent about the schedule for next week, while I'm like making some alterations and taking a call and finding pockets of time. But I do it because I love it. It's not like work. Carnival aren't paying me to do the channel. I'm not like clocked in for the time that I'm answering comments. That's out of the love for it. On Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on all of it. The cruise directors having a social media presence isn't a part of the job. How are you doing this? I love it, and if you love something, you find the time, you make the time.
Yeah, right.
But
no, it's like the best hobby.
Yeah.
It really is.
I love
just
it.
you're going to get this by being a cruise director, but somebody like myself, you know, the relationships that you build through this. And I mean, just like on this ship, the number of people that have come up to me and thanked me for my videos, and you know, like, oh, you really helped us, and this and that. And you know, that family from California that were doing the lip sync or whatever, we were talking about cruise excursions the other day. And she's like, she mentioned that 110% back guarantee or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I did a video on that, and she's like, wait a minute, like, yeah, that's the video I watched, you know, it was your video, that's where I learned that or whatever, but yeah, so no, it's cool, but so I definitely know what you mean as far as that goes, because that's the biggest thing. It's like, I mean, so many friendships that I've gained, you know, as a result of. Yeah, it's been awesome. So.
I think it's so rewarding to feel like you're making a difference.
Right.
And for me, being a cruise director, that's a large part of it, right? People coming on vacation and making the most of their time and being able to help facilitate it. Then there's a direct correlation there between what you're doing and helping people make informed decisions, prepare for their cruises. And you can come in with that sort of slightly more critical eye of a guest experience, right? Whereas I'm always going to be, we're trying our best, this is great because I want it to be great. And atmosphere is important in setting that tone. And if you come in with this mindset of, oh, we're going to have a great time, you're more likely to have a great time, right? But from, and I mean, business is business. You're a guest, you're a customer to this organization. You can come in and say, hey, that was time well spent. Maybe consider this. This was great, but I personally had to invest my time and really commit to doing it. But what you do there is invaluable. And the coach cruisers that follow your channel, I'm sure will agree, and they'll write down in the comments how great Brett is and the fact that he spends his time making these videos, editing them and putting them together, that he spends his time writing back and giving you advice and honest opinions is invaluable, right? Write it down there. Get it there. Because then YouTube will see that you've wrote a lot of comments and they'll know he's great and they'll push these videos out to more people that need this insight as well.
Well said.
I'm learning, right? YouTube's still kind of, well, I watch a lot. There's a big difference, and I really appreciate the advice that you've given me about getting people saying early on, like, hey, subscribe to the channel or like the video.
Right.
And I watched something the other day about the immediate watch hours on a video, that from when you first upload, YouTube and its algorithm looks at how many people watched it right away. And if a lot of your subscribers jump on your video as soon as you put one up, YouTube's website goes, oh, that people like him, and they push it out to more people.
Right.
And I recently found out, and I don't do. Do you do shorts? Do you do?
I've done a few. I'm still not really good at that, but I'm trying to.
Okay.
Because some of those, like Mark had one that's been seen like millions of times, and it was just a simple pure running video.
Yeah.
That's all it was, and it
He was telling me about it. Yeah. Well, from that, and I don't know how accurate this is, so this could be fake news, but I watched a video that said, when you make shorts, the people that watch your short videos, if they like it, then YouTube as a website says, you liked his short, maybe you'll like this video that he's also made.
Right.
So people that interact with your short form videos might like your longer videos as well, so they promote you better. I haven't been making short videos, and
that seems like something you could do really well. Like if it was a short clip of like, one of your shows or
but it's just
like
the time,
that.
like, it's the reason why I don't TikTok too much, because I feel like it takes that intentional, I'm gonna make a short video right now. Whereas with YouTube, I'm such a spontaneous shooter. I'll just bring my camera out and I'm like, hey, this is going on, put it away. And I'll walk along and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna talk about, hey, so I'm thinking about this, that, and the other, and then I'll put it away.
Right.
Whereas people that make TikToks, they kind of plan.
Yeah.
Like transitions or cuts and stuff. I'm not quite there yet. Maybe I'll get there.
Well, I
can do it. Do such an awesome job.
Oh, sure.
And secondly, and this one is huge, like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you know when this man is posting more videos.
I appreciate that you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lee.
I just can't get away from a good time.